Hello everyone, this is Shadia Wade with BP Vlogs. I hope that all of you are doing well and that uh, these vlogs are helping you to better understand bipolar disorder. I have kind of come to a revelation in my life where I need to refocus. I've decided to revert to Islam. I was born a Muslim and choose to practice Islam again. And so I'm taking steps toward being more modest. And so in future vlogs, I say that I will be wearing hijab and that you be respectful and understand that this is a religious practice. It is not meaning that I'm a terrorist, and that it is not meaning that I'm not open to other faiths. I am respectful and understand that there are people who suffer from bipolar disorder who are from many walks of life. But I wanted to talk about where I think my disorder came from. I think I was born with it, and that it showed itself while I was in my late 20s, while I was in the service. And you've heard me talk about that, but you've never heard me talk about my father. My father was a very interesting man. He'd go into fits of rage, and he'd go into fits of happiness, and he would do this quite frequently. And sometimes when he'd go through fits of rage, he'd become very abusive, and so I suffered at the hands of my father quite a bit. And even though I love and respect him as my father, there were things that I did not like about him, and I'm just now coming to terms with maybe the fact that he was bipolar and accepting the fact that he was suffering from the same disorder, but not getting treated for it. I don't think he realized he was bipolar. I think he felt that he was just a normal person who had fits of rage and fits of happiness and joy, and that is quite probable, but there were times where it was really extreme, like extreme fits of rage and extreme fits of joy, and there was never a balance between them, and so I think that that's where it came from. I think it's inherited, and it's just a revelation that I've kind of been going through in my mind as I've been looking back on my father's life since his passing. He passed away on July 27th of 2002, and I want to say that he became a better man through his faith, and while he was sick, he became a better man. I think he came to terms with the fact that his life was coming to an end, and that the things he had done in his past to me and to my siblings and to my mother were wrong, and that he needed guidance and help to overcome that. So he sought that guidance through Allah, and I wish to connect with my Father on that same level and get that same guidance and get that same reserve that he got um, while he was sick. And he died of cancer, lymphoma. So this blog is really about his struggle as much as it is mine, because you never know what's going to happen in life, but you need to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There are other people who are suffering worse things, and that you will come out the other side of this, and with the proper guidance and the proper aid of a doctor or a religious practitioner or whatever, you will come out the other side and you will be happy. And while learning about Islam and stuff, I've learned that it's okay. Like, right now, in Islamic culture and Islamic faith, they're practicing Ramadan, and I cannot take part of it because I've been sick, and because the medication that I'm on requires me to take it at a particular time, and so I have to not fast because I have to take some medication with food and water, and those things are things we give up during the daylight hours. So from sunrise to sunset, we fast. But the way that I've been taking my medication, I take it at 7 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night. So that doesn't really work in the whole process of Ramadan and the whole fasting, because I have to break fast to take my medicine. And the fact that God has said that it's okay to not fast, but still remember me and still look at the Quran and still focus on God, on Allah, means a lot, because I'm able to still participate in some way, even though I cannot fast. I can do charity work to make up for not being able to fast, and those blessings come to me tenfold during the month of Ramadan. And I have been doing a lot of prayer and a lot of du'as and a lot of recitation and reading into my faith, and I believe it's been helpful. I don't feel as anxious as I have been in the past. I feel more at one with myself, and I feel comfortable in my own skin, and that's a big part of being bipolar is not feeling comfortable in your own skin sometimes. Like, you judge yourself on your disorder, and you're not happy with it, and so it creates a cycle, a vicious cycle of resentment towards yourself and inward destruction. So having some spiritual guidance is beneficial sometimes. If you are not a believer of God, if you are an atheist, find something that makes you happy. whether it be reading books or whatever. But practice doing something that makes you happy every day, and really give all of yourself into it. I love to read. I love to write. I love to pray. I love to do a lot of things. And so throughout the day, I try and do the things that I love so that I feel comfortable and more at one with myself and feel comfortable in my own skin and not feel anxious and to feel happy and happy in a way that is perceived as normal, not being manic or overly elated, um, but happy with who I am and what I'm doing, because knowledge is power and knowledge is a gift, and it's the gift you give yourself. Happiness is the gift you give yourself, so practice giving yourself a little happiness, and I think that you will find it beneficial. And I just hope that this video blog has helped you in some way to better understand me and better understand your disorder if you are suffering with bipolar, or to understand somebody who is suffering with bipolar. Tell them to find joy in the things that they love and to practice doing them every day, because that will help them to be more centered and be happy and to be at peace with themselves. That is my hope for this vlog today, and I hope that I have guided some people in some way. Inshallah, this video will be beneficial. And no matter what your faith is, we all need to coexist and be respectful. So if you wish to comment, please be respectful. If you wish to share this video, that's fine, but do it in a loving way. And please, 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 save and reserve any ill thoughts for yourself, because I don't think that I'm doing anything wrong. I think I'm just trying to give insight into something that I deal with on a daily basis, and that many other people deal with on a daily basis. So please be respectful, and I'll see you soon.